Deep sigh. Deep sigh, man. But what's poppin'? It's your boy T Mike, man. And today we're gonna talk about disinformation and how basically everybody is retarded. Well, not everybody, but majority of the people you meet in your life are actually retarded. Yeah, and you have to come to terms with that. And when you come to terms with it, you might feel a deep longing and like sadness overcome you, but eventually you just get numb and you get used to it. Why I have said this? Because once again, I will say the quote: "You can't convince a stupid person they are stupid at all." But this is the era of disinformation because there is a statistic that 5 million videos were faked alone in the year of 2025. 5 million videos were fake. People don't even understand the definition. What is the difference between a primary source and a secondary source? Do you remember in school growing up, we used to have to write essays by hand and used to have to write an expository essay that was basically facts and stuff like that, and you had to cite your sources, find primary and secondary sources. People don't know the difference between that. If somebody sees something, y'all know what time it is, man.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
So, I was a little bit younger when this happened. I wasn't even grown yet. But an adult person, twice my age, said some shit that was completely false. And they said it as if it was facts. And I actually knew a lot about this subject. So I was like, no, that's wrong. And this person started hollering and got mad and all kind of shit. Woo, 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 woo.
And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
And I'm like, what would make them think that is true, what they just said? Do you want to know what this person said to me? Well, how it ain't true? How they gonna put it on the internet if it ain't true? I knew from then on, this was over 10 years ago. So imagine now, people think because they saying some shit on TikTok that this is real, like it's a fact. People think Say Cheese, the Shade Room, all of this shit is where people get their information from. And people think it's literal. Like all you have to do is make a post with a celebrity on the picture and a big bunch of big ass words at the top, and people will think that is facts. I could say that they are giving out $1 million stimulus, and you know how many reposts and shares that's coming out. Like everybody get $1 million. You really think everybody funny? They just gonna give everybody $1 million fucking dollars? No. But there are some people who will put this and they will start post, and I just be like, this social media. I told her social media was like a fucking nuke, man. It just took out everything. People was dumber and dumber. All this information, you have basically a global library with the thing in your pocket that's called a phone. The shit you probably looking at this video on. There is so much information that you now have access to that previous generations had zero access to unless they did some hard research in libraries and books and shit. Yet people are dumber. How is that fucking possible? Because misinformation spreads so much quicker. It's so easy to lie to people, and people just, well, I seen it, so it's true. No, motherfucker. Believe none of what you heard and half of what you saw. I don't believe 75% of the shit. That's why I say you get silent after a while, because you can't convince stupid people that are stupid. These kind of videos are for people who notice certain shit and damn near like, God damn, I've been saying the same shit, or I'm just catching on like, God, this is really true. 5 million fucking fake videos in 1 year. And AI is constantly growing and growing and growing and growing. That's why I say your algorithm don't give a fuck about you. Your algorithm gives a fuck about your mind frame and your attention, and that only tells you shit that you think is true. The algorithm could know a nigga lying. It don't give a fuck. It's gonna if you agree with what this lying motherfucker is saying, that's what they gonna show you. They don't care about facts or no fact check, none of that shit. Like I said, the primary and secondary resource shit. Wikipedia you couldn't use Wikipedia as one of your sources back in the day. Now certain shit. Now Wikipedia is more reliable than a lot of shit. So it's like goddamn, man, everybody is fucking slow, bro. Like it's getting bad, and it's just making. That's why I say I don't like talking to motherfuckers, dog. Like I'm a very cool nigga when I fuck with somebody, but majority of people I cannot have conversations with because you're gonna get on my nerves, and it's usually people start projecting and shit like that. Like I understand why you just said some dumb shit because I can see further, I can see through it, damn near to your soul, and you're getting on my nerves. But I really like genuine and authentic motherfuckers because people that just deprogrammed. I always say that, bro. If you are still programmed, me and you probably not gonna get along. But if you are deprogrammed, tune in. That's TNT, man. Cause I hate this brain rot. All this brain rot. All this fucking false information, bro. It irritates me. Believe it.